be our quarterback. The team really bonded around Jerry, just amazingly. And he was a leader in the weight room, a leader in the off season, a leader on campus and the dorms and around, just one of the guys that they all looked up to. Great young man, 6'4", 215 pounds, really smart, great student, just was like a magnet. And we had a great off season, great summer. We opened the college football season. If you remember this, if you're really a ball fan, you remember. We opened the college football season on national television on Thursday night against UCLA. You don't think this, at the time, young head football coach wasn't excited about taking this team to play and show the nation really what we were about? I was excited, and the team was excited. Seventh play of the game, Jerry Colquitt, who had waited for 5 years to be our quarterback, tore his knee up. And he can never, the doctor's on the sideline, he can't go back in the game. Coach, I think he's done forever, not just for the season or anything. He's done. He can't play football anymore. We're all crying on the sideline. I got to get back in the game. Todd Helton was our backup quarterback. Todd goes in, does a yeoman's job, brings us back, but we lose 26-24. Next week we played Georgia. We got any Georgia fans in here? I like to remind Georgia and Alabama I was 11-5 against both of you, but no takers tonight. But we go to Georgia, handily beat Georgia. But we have some other injuries. We had 3 backs rush for over 100 yards each. Todd actually, he was 1 for 13 for a touchdown, which was really exciting. We completed one. But we won. We went to Florida the next week. They were better than us. They beat us. We're playing a Mississippi State team that we're clearly better than. And as can happen, Todd Helton nicked his knee up a little bit, and he goes to the sideline. Fortunately, wasn't hurt real bad. His pro baseball career just took off after that. But we had to play the freshmen, Peyton Manning or Brandon Stewart. We played them both. As happens with freshmen, we had 5 turnovers, and we lost a game that we should not have lost to a team that's lesser. So we're 1-3. Now, I'm going to just tell you, it is no fun to be the head football coach at Tennessee and be 1-3 at all. I actually went over to Coach Dickey, my boss, had been my coach. He was the athletic director at the time. I said, Coach, we're 1-3, and we're getting ready to play Washington State. I don't know if we can beat Washington State. If we don't beat Washington State, are you still going to love me? He thought a minute. He says, Phillip, we're going to love you, but we're sure going to miss you. So I would say that's a little bit of a crossroads. But here's the deal. I took the staff, and I said, tell me, I want you guys to study 2 things that you can do on your side of the ball better. Nothing to do with the players, nothing to do with the system. What can we do coaching better? You find 2 things on offense, and you find 2 things on defense. We'll find 2 things in the kicking game, and we'll build around that. So that night, I had a meeting with the team, and as you might expect, it wasn't a great time. They got all hunkered down. They think they're getting ready to get their butts chewed out, pretty hard. And I opened the meeting, and I said, guys, we've met all afternoon with coaches, and here's the things that we can do better as a coach. And all of a sudden, their eyes looked up, and they sat up straight in their chairs, and they were listening because they realized it was not all their fault. We're all in this together. Okay? The consequences of that, we won 7 of the next 8 games. The bigger consequence of that is the teams following that team were 45-5. Out of those ashes, out of those really tough times that we were having, our team came together and did something that was really special in developing a culture that's really special. And that's what you guys have done here. You care about our young people, you care about our elderly, you care about our community, and you're doing something about it. And it's going to have long-lasting consequences, just as that team in 1993 did. So I'm proud to be a part of this tonight. I hope there's a few hands, or a few people I probably hadn't shaken your hand, but most people I've had. I appreciate the welcome, but most importantly, I appreciate the work that you're doing here to make this a special community for our people and to keep everybody safe and healthy. Thank you for having me, and God bless.